Residents of Etim, Ekpo in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, are calling on the state government to come to their rescue to stop the spread of the gully that is fast sweeping their properties. They also want a deployment of security operatives to check the operation of hoodlums who take advantage of the disaster to rob them. Meanwhile, New Map, the body saddled with the responsibility of addressing the menace of gully erosion in southeast, is assuring the residents of its intervention soonest.
At Etim Ekpo in Calabar municipality of Cross River State, most residents park their vehicles here on the road. The reason is because they cannot take them beyond this point, as any attempt to will make them end up in the ditch dug up by the gully that has ravaged the area. The gully does not only restrict the movement of residents, it has also stopped buildings under construction such as these. It has even claimed this house and made it unsafe for use. The ones behind are not entirely safe, as they might be next if the spread of the gully is not checked. Residents blame this devastation on poor construction work by the contractor that did the road network.
This place was a road coming in from up, down, but the wrongful termination of this contract, which was done by our government, by pushing the water in, it has now eroded the whole area, creating this gully here. It was not so before. Nobody ever knew that it would be like this. Initially, the water would just come up and it will pass through by the side here. But when the road was made, the volume of water that was coming in became greater, and it started eroding gradually until when it gets to this point.
The residents don't look happy as they talk about their loss.
It has taken 3 houses, and 2 now are also in a very bad state, which the owners have left for elsewhere to settle. So we are begging government to come and do something about it.
The widow of the neighbor, said to have been killed by hoodlums, is even more afraid that she might not be losing only her husband, but her home.
I think it's because of this gully. My husband was shot here. And after that, I think they jumped through this place. So it's been a threat to us, and it's very close to my house. This house is already gone. This one is gone. Look at that one. Very close to my house, so it's a threat. Where will I run to?
For this man, the gully is why his family no longer stay together.
This cut and remain is my house. It's where we live for many years with my parents. I lost my dad and my poor widow mother because of this ravine. She could not stay, and none of us are able to stay there. We had to evacuate, hanging around looking for way to hide ourselves. And even the people that live, there was a road here behind, which even tippers you do pass here to the other side. But because of this ravine, they couldn't pass. Even the people that live in that estate have no way to their homes. Rather, they pass. You see the truck road passing through in order to get to their house.
They claim they've not folded their arms waiting for help, but have taken measures themselves, which have, however, not mitigated the damage.
We bought pipes. There was some heavy pipe we bought from water board. We inserted them in all the gutters here. But later, as it was eroding, it now pushed out the pipes. We now bought the blue pipe, the flexible pipe. We fixed it, but the volume of water still pushed them out again. So right now we are just at the mercy of God.
We have been trying our best by contributing a little money to buy pipes and tarpaulins, even going down to plant this bamboo, but still nowhere. Government came here about, if I don't make a mistake, about 3 or 4 times. They came here. I myself, I move along with them, going down the extreme end. We move with turn with some guys here. I was to guide them, going down, turning around with them. At the end of the day, they will stand with us here and snap picture, interview us, one thing or other. At the end of the day, they will leave. Nothing happened.
And we've been to New Map, trying to do some finding.
Fortunately, one of the staff of NUMAP lives around this neighborhood. And we keep, comforting him and watching the situation. And he keep telling us that the contract or the design, they are still doing the design. And it has taken more than 3 years.
We are using this medium to appeal to World Bank, to federal government, to state government to come to our aid, including NUMAP. And of course, NUMAP from time to time, they came in here to take picture of the place, invite us and address us that they will come to our aid, but to no avail.
Although it's accused of delayed response, the chairman of NUMAP has good news for the residents and explains the reason for the delay.
The good news about that site is that we already have it designed that has been subjected to a lot of diligent check by the quality control firm in Abuja as well as the World Bank, and that design has been approved. We have also gone beyond just approval of the design. We have been able to have that incorporated into our 2018 work and procurement plan for the project, and we are in the process of ensuring that the bidding document for that site, that the World Bank grants a no objection to the bidding document of that site. And once we have that no objection, we'll go ahead and advertise for contractors to bid for that site. So we have advanced significantly in attempt to address that site. But let me explain one thing in terms of procedure for engagement in intervention. One is that we ensure that every design we do for any site meets international standards. It's a bankable design that are reviewed by experts all over the world. 2, why we are not in a hurry is because we want to ensure that we take diligent attention on everything we are doing so that we don't do them twice, so that we don't duplicate, so that we don't even waste resources in doing it. So we carry out serious diligence check to ensure the right thing is done. The monitoring and evaluation studies must be done, the needs assessment studies must be done, and of course the lab component of it must be done. So all these things must be ready before any intervention work starts in a site. The policy of the World Bank is that you can't carry out civil works when you have not addressed safeguard issues on any site. And all these things is not what you look at one money and start doing.
Aware of the progress of the promised intervention, residents who claim to now sleep with one eye open for fear of being submerged are pleading that the approval process be hastened to prevent rise in casualty figure of both lives and property.